All right. Now I'm going to tell the story of my mom. My mom was named Autumn. I mentioned her before. My mom had one eye that was brown, and then the other eye was green, gray, and blue. So it was like gray in the middle. So she would have to wear green contacts because people were so weirded out by her eyes. And my mom would, she always would say that her family was psychic. And one of the stories she told me was that her dad, who was a pilot in Colorado, would go on a family trip in their little single propeller airplane and would land in open fields, get out, and he would take dowsing rods and find water in the ground and dig up and find water. And then they would have a picnic. This is the story my mom would tell me. And then her sister, Sherry, she and my mom were very close in age. So they felt like they had like a connection. That's what my mom told me. And then sadly, this is right when I was born, my grandpa crashed his plane in the Rockies. I don't remember him, but he crashed his plane on it alone and survived the crash, and then was in the Rockies and died trying to escape. It was like the craziest story. And so that's pretty badass. And then my aunt, she rolled her Jeep. She worked at the airport in Colorado and fell asleep at the wheel and rolled her Jeep. So that's terrible. And then my grandma, she got into an argument when I was very young. I think I was preschool, kindergarten, with my mom. My grandma and my mom got into an argument, and my grandma ran the car in the garage, packed her bags in the garage, and fell asleep at the wheel. It's terrible. So with all that death in my mom's side of the family, my mom was very, not obsessed, but my mom loved me a great deal. And my mom was very proud. She was very proud. She thought she was super cool. And she was cool. Until I got to be like a teenager. And one time we were at the movie theater. And this is when I realized my mom has a different side. We were watching like The Matrix. And my mom would talk in the back of the theater. She's like, I don't know what's happening. I'm like, Mom, I don't know either. I'm trying to figure it out. And she's like, I just don't get it. And people are like, shut up. And she would throw popcorn at him. Oh, you stop it. You be quiet. I'm like, Mom, please stop. Just trying to watch the movie. And people were like, get out of the theater, leave. And I was so embarrassed. When we were walking out of the theater, she would be walking and people were giving us dirty looks. And I was embarrassed. And she's like, what's wrong? I'm like, Mom, we get in the car. And I'm like, Mom, that was embarrassing. Like, people were so angry with you. And she was just like, I can't believe my own son thinks that I'm not cool. How dare you? And I realized, oh man, okay. So I'll go back a little bit. Also, my mom, I have so many stories about my mom. We were at the Olympics in Georgia in Centennial Park, and one night we were leaving and Centennial Park, and there was a mob of people. It's like 2 a.m. I was a teenager, and I had one picture left on my wind-up camera to take, and we cut through this mob of people to see who's in the middle, and it was the Ukraine wrestling coach and a couple of the other wrestlers, and they were putting gold medals on random people to celebrate. And my mom put the gold medal on her, and the coach like lifted her up, and everyone like cheered, and I took this picture, I have it, of my mom wearing the gold medal by the Ukraine wrestling team. So that night later, the Centennial bomb went off. Thankfully, we weren't there. But yeah, my mom, yeah, she had she remarried in Georgia to win a custody battle against my dad, and she won bad, and that's why my stepmom was rough on me, and that's another story. And then my stepdad had a rat tail, and I'll save that for the next video. That's some crazy stuff.